A new lawsuit has accused the NRA of illegally funneling more than $35 million to pro-gun candidates over the last 7 years. Now, this lawsuit was brought by the Giffords Law Center, named after, of course, Gabby Giffords, who was a victim of gun violence, miraculously survived, and has now become a huge proponent of gun control, which we desperately need here in the United States. So, of course, the biggest target for them is the NRA. And the NRA, according to their complaint, has been using shell entities. Basically, they set up these little groups here and there, little front groups, I guess you'd call them, better than shell entities. And they give them some of the money that the NRA has. And then, again, this is all according to the lawsuit, the shell company gives money to all these politicians. And then the other shell, not company, entity, gives money to the same politicians. But it's all coming from the parent company of the NRA. And of course, because we have limits on how much money a group or organization can give to candidates, that's why the NRA is using these shell entities and, of course, violates campaign finance laws. Donald Trump in 2016 is one of the individuals that the lawsuit claims was the beneficiary of donations from the NRA via the shell entities that far exceeded the legal limits. What concerns me about this lawsuit is the ramifications if it's not successful. If the Giffords Group fails in court, or even if they win and the NRA appeals this and somehow it goes to the Supreme Court, that conservative 6-3 court could easily rule in favor of the NRA, which would then pave the way for any other group, company, organization, whatever it is here in the United States to do the same thing, which at that point truly would usher in the era of unlimited corporate money with absolutely no caps on how much you can give to any individuals. That's what's at stake here. That's the big problem. Our campaign finance laws in the United States right now are already exceptionally weak. So weak that they're pretty much pathetic and rarely ever enforced. But if this case fails, or if it goes to the court, the Supreme Court, and they say, no, this is okay, you can set up shell entities because it's a different group, even if it's funded by the same one, that's game over. That truly is game over in terms of campaign finance. No laws, no limits, no rules. Corporate money wins the day. Special interest money wins the day. That's why this case is important. I do support this lawsuit. I think it's a great idea. If the NRA was doing this and it is illegal, it needs to be exposed, it needs to be shut down, and the NRA needs to repay the $35 million to the U.S. Treasury, which is what would happen if they lose. But I am terrified to think of what happens to our country if the NRA prevails in this case.